Okay, for the purposes of this video, we will be looking at this website, Cite This For Me. I've opened the website. I haven't got an account, so it's fine, it's free there. I'm just going to turn down all the pop-ups that tend to come up. Okay. I've opened a Word document as well, and I've called that bibliography. So I go back to my Cite This For Me. I need to pick the Harvard style because that's the style we use in Pierce College. It's going to take a second. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my YouTube. Okay, so YouTube. Notice that I have a few tabs open, okay, on the desktop for me. And this is just a little bit slow. Go again. Again, YouTube doesn't be coming up, so I'm going to open up a new tab. Oh, there it is. Okay, so Immanuel Kant. And his ethics or his transcendental philosophy? Ethics.
And you just copy it to the...
Okay, so I'm going to look at, scroll down, Beginner's Guide to Kant's Philosophy, maybe. So I'm going to click on this. And I'm looking for some key specific information. So I'm just going to, I'll have watched this, and this is a video that I'll used. But when I'm citing it, I'm looking for some key information. The author, which is Philosophy Tube, okay, and then the date that it was put up online. Okay, so it was published on June the 10th, 2016. Okay, so 2016, Philosophy Tube and Beginner's Guide to Kant's Moral Philosophy. So they're the key pieces of information that I'm looking for. So I go back to Cite This For Me, and I go to More, because it's an online video. So I go to this one, online image or video, and I select. I'm entering this manually, so I'm going to go back to my YouTube, and just to double check, okay, it's called Philosophy Tube. Philosophy Tube. Okay, and then it's going to be 2016. So hit the scroll down, and 2016. Image, it's going to be a video. Okay, and then the title, and go back to my YouTube, is Beginner's Guide to Kant's Moral Philosophy. Copy. Go back into Cite This, put in the title and description. Then I need to get the URL, which is this address here. Highlight it, copy it, go back in to Cite This For Me again, put in the URL, and I could change the date if I wished. Okay, I'm then going to hit Add Reference. Okay, now you need to make sure that it's Harvard and it hasn't swapped, because in other classes I've noticed that it swaps. Now, I could just copy this, okay, so I can copy bibliography citation, copy in-text citation. So I'm going to copy this, and it's copied. Now this comes up, ignore, hit the red X. Okay, and then I go back. Now if I was doing a few things, I could keep this open, so I wouldn't have to necessarily paste it straight away. So I'll give you an example of that. Paste it. Okay, so this is just quite slow. While that's scrolling on, I'm going back. And rather than look at YouTube, this time I'm going to look at Amazon or WorldCat, okay, which is the World Catalogue. Okay. So name a book that you might have read for your philosophy on Immanuel Kant. Have you read any books? Is it all websites? It's all websites.
Hobbes was alive. Thomas Hobbes.
What if I just put beginner's guide? Okay, beginner's guide to Kant. Okay, so I'm going to just look at introducing Kant, and I'm going to click on this. Okay, and this tells me some information about the book, that it was 2013, that it was London, that the authors were these two guys. And imagine I had found this in a bookshop, or I'd maybe gone to Trinity and I had read this book. So I just want to show you how to cite this for me to add another reference, firstly, and secondly, to add a book. So I'm going to add reference. Okay, and this time it's a book. And Adam was mentioning, if you just put the URL in, would it work? And it might, and it might not. So sometimes it's better to do it manually, and in that way you hit manually cite. I'm just going to check this because I'm just interested to see what would come up if I just put in it doesn't give me an ISBN number, which is strange.
First name dot
Kant, a graphic guide. So I'm just going to see if the book title is there. Because you could put the ISBN number in, and the ISBN number would usually. Okay, so introducing Kant. Okay, so introducing Kant, that's Christopher Wan and Clement, which is them. So I'm looking back, yes, and introducing Kant. And actually, this comes from WorldCat. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to hit cite and see what comes up, because we might be missing things, or everything might be there. Okay, so this is what they found. They found the author. They haven't found the year. They found the title, but they haven't found the city or the publisher. So I'm going to hit continue, and then I'm going to make the changes myself. Okay, so the year, according to this, is 2013, and it's London, and it's Icon. Okay, so it's city published is London. The publisher is Icon. I'm scrolling down. You might use pages used, you mightn't. It's part of the introducing series, but it's a first edition, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's go back. So that's fine, and I complete citation. Okay. Now, so scroll down, and notice it's automatically put it in alphabetical order for me. Okay, so I now can copy my bibliography, and I know it comes after Philosophy Tube. I go into my Word document, I hit enter, and I paste it. Okay, all right, so there it is there. Okay, actually, the year didn't come up. So what year was it? 2013. Okay, so you have the author, you have the date, you have the title of the book, you have the place, and you have the publisher. And if you had page numbers, when would you use page numbers?
When you actually use it.
When you've got direct quotes. Direct quotes, you use page numbers. Okay, when you've used direct quotes. Okay, so.
But if you're citing the one piece more than once, you don't reference it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. If you're citing the one piece of text more than once, then you've got information as well.
You need to ask the individual teachers. Okay, so it just depends on the teacher. I would say that you only need to put the page numbers in if you're doing direct quotes. But then other teachers might say, no, if you're referencing more than once, you have to put the page numbers in. Or you could just choose to put the page numbers in anyway.
I did that last
Yeah, just put the page numbers in anyway. Okay. All right, so say we were looking at a website, Kant Ethics. Okay, and I don't want to look at Wikipedia. Okay, so be careful at what you're looking at as well. So Stanford, can't get better than them. Okay, or BBC will be quite good as well. Okay, but I'm clicking here. All right, so this was first published in 2004, but there was another edition in 2016. So that's the date. I'm looking to see if I have any authors. No. So there doesn't seem to be. Okay, so that is the publisher. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Cite This For Me. I'm going to add a new reference. I'm going to call it a web, but it's kind of a journal, isn't it? Encyclopedia. Yeah, I'll
the link of what it exactly is.
I'll put the website and we'll see. Okay, so if you do put the URL like Adam asked and paste it, I don't think it'll give you that much. Search. Site. So article title, website title, URL, but it couldn't find the authors, the publisher, or the publication date. So continue, and for this, it doesn't give you a corporation. Okay, so I'm just going to put Stanford Encyclopedia. Okay, the year is the most recent year, 2016. And the publisher would be Stanford Encyclopedia as well. That's it. Okay. I know I spelled that wrong. So if you right click on anything, it gives you the right spelling. Okay, and complete citation. And there you go, and it also puts it in alphabetical order. Okay. Now, because this is free, there's sometimes they limit the number of citations that you can include. And I'm just seeing that here, this is again wrong because there's no year. So I would need to edit that again. Introducing Kant. It was 2013, wasn't it? Why did that not save? I wonder. Don't let me put 2013. That's weird. Okay, so I guess the fact that you know, all right, that you know it's 2013. Oh, there you go.
He doesn't look often.
Okay, and that it's a first edition, and you date reference. Okay, and it will only let you do a certain number, so you could open it again like close all the pages. You might delete the history on your browser and then go back into it. Okay, and it used to let you download to Word. And I'm just checking to see if it still lets you do that, because then you don't have to open up Word. No, it's only for premium accounts. Okay, so no, I'm good. It used to when it was free. Okay, so that is an introduction to RefMe, or Cite This For Me. Always be sure that you're on the Harvard style. When you want to add a new reference, you could do a few at one time and it automatically puts it into alphabetical order for you. But here you have, I'm just going to copy this and I can now paste this in. But obviously I need to move this here for it to be in alphabetical order. And you will always put bibliography at the top as well. All right. Okay. So that's how you do bibliography. You don't just put a URL. If you put a URL, it's not a bibliography. Okay.